Hey guys, this is Nikiana, and it's the weekly outlook for February 29th through March 6th. As you may notice, it's Wednesday when you're seeing this, and so it's late. And I feel like this is something that's kind of become common in my world, and I'm really trying not to beat myself up over it. And before I sat down to make this video, I was sitting and journaling, and something that my inner guidance kind of gave to me in relation to making these videos is sometimes, despite your best efforts to get everything up on a schedule, sometimes that schedule is just unrealistic and you gotta forgive yourself and just do it when you can. And I think that's an important message for anyone who's maybe an online content creator who's watching this. Despite the fact the common wisdom is that if you're doing something specific, make sure you put it on the same day every week. Sometimes, it doesn't really work out that way. And if it doesn't work out that way that particularly your week and you still feel led to post it anyway, forgive yourself. Let it be late. It's okay. The messages that are contained within are not time-based at all, which is an important thing to note about these videos too. Even though it says that it's February 29th to March 6th, it really doesn't matter when you watch this, because if you were meant to get these messages, you're going to get them at the time that you're meant to get them. So if you're watching this a year from now, don't worry about it. It's all good. You're getting what you need. So let's get into the reading. And this week we are working with the Wild Unknown Tarot, which I don't think I have used with y'all yet. Even though I've had this deck for quite a while. I think it was the second. Was it this? No, it wasn't the second. It was the third deck I got. So the first card we have is the Magician. And the Magician is all about manifesting what you want in life and being self-empowered. So it's the go get 'em card. What the Magician is telling us is to stop making excuses. You already know what you want to do. Just go do it. You have all of the tools. You have the permission. Go forth. Be productive. Be expressive. Be who you are. And the next card that we have this week is the Ten of Pentacles. And what the Ten of Pentacles is telling us is that when we do what the Magician told us to do, which is to go after those things that we want to do and just do them, we're going to be fulfilled. Going after those things that you want is going to be something that leads you straight into abundance, both spiritual abundance and also financial abundance, because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And when you're lit up from the inside, other people respond really well to that. Not everybody. There's always going to be some people that are going to be freaked out by that, usually because they're not operating from that sort of space themselves. But if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it just calls it in. And our last tarot card this week is the Nine of Swords, which is kind of a scary, icky, yucky looking card. But I think coming out of the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles, which is all kind of manifesting and being who you are and doing what it is that you do, there's a whole bunch of shadow crap that comes with that. It would be completely dishonest to say that all of those good things that you're trying to call into your life don't come with a shit ton of doubt, because they absolutely do. So if all of those fears are coming up in addition to all of that, it's okay. That's normal. There's an inherent vulnerability to doing the things that you're meant to do. So this card to me is saying, be aware of that. And don't be overly freaked out about it. If your fears are coming up, pay attention to what they say, and if it's not serving you, you just say, okay, thanks for letting me know that, but no thank you, I'm just going to override this. Which brings us to our oracle cards this week, which are coming from the Connected and Free, the Alchemist Oracle deck from Inner You. And we've got 3 of those this week too. And the first one is Be You, which pretty much ties into everything I just said. You just have to be yourself. That's all you need to do. Just be yourself. Being yourself is the most important person you can be, because that's the only person you really can be. Because if you're trying to be someone else, that just rings really inauthentic. You need to let go of all of the worries about how you're going to be perceived. Because, yeah, there are going to be people who don't get it why you like the things that you like and are the way that you are. Like, that's inevitable. Not everybody likes everybody. It's just the reality of things. But the people who are going to be drawn to you and what you do, they need you to be yourself so they can be drawn to you. The next card we've got is the Heart Chakra card, which to me is saying be compassionate. Be compassionate with yourself, be compassionate with others, but especially be compassionate with yourself because you're going to fuck up. Everybody does. And you've got to forgive yourself for that. People are imperfect. They have their own baggage. And they're not going to be perfect all the time. That's yourself. That's other people too. So if you're holding any resentment towards yourself or towards somebody else, you need to let it go. You need to forgive them. And because that's what's really going to open your heart up to all of the experiences that life has to offer. Which brings us to our final oracle card, which is the Crown Chakra card. So we've got two chakras we're working with today. We are working with the Heart Chakra and the Crown Chakra. And the Crown Chakra is all about your connection to your divinity. And the thing I'm getting off of the Crown Chakra card is the importance of meditation. And I feel like I repeat this a lot week after week, is meditate, meditate, meditate. It's probably because I'm not getting the hint myself. Your connection to divinity is really what's going to charge you up and give you the energy to do all of those things that you want to do. It's going to give you the confidence to do all of those things that you want to do. So super, super important to meditate. And finally, we've got some helper cards from the Muse Mantra deck by Jules Dolly. And because apparently I can't just pick just one this week, we have 3 of those too. The first one we've got is water nourishes me every day. So make sure you're drinking your water. Because I don't know about you, I am super bad about drinking the amount of water I'm supposed to be drinking. The next card we have is I feel safe in my body, which this is a super interesting one to me. And I feel like there's a couple of reasons why this card is coming up. One, a lot of us kind of live sedentary lifestyles or working jobs where we're in front of a computer all the time. And when we get home, we're still in front of a computer all the time, or a TV, or looking at our phone. And when you're doing a lot of interaction using the internet, all of your focus is in your head, and you're conversing with people, and it's all up here. And it's really easy to forget that there's like a whole body down below your head, and it does really cool things. 2, we see a ton of messages via the media which tell us that our bodies are not okay as they are. I do think that that's something that kind of tends to disproportionately affect women over men, but I think men do experience that to some degree as well. And I think unfortunately too, many of us have experienced abuse, which has disconnected us from our bodies. So something you might want to consider doing this week is something to reconnect to your body. Go for a walk, get away from the computer, do some yoga, masturbate, anything that just like gets you into your body. And finally, our final card says, finding her place at home in the spotlight, she unwraps all of her gifts and receives the fulfillment of her deepest heart desires. Now that's a juicy little card now, isn't it? And I think that just loops us right back around to being yourself and going after the things that you want to cultivate in your life. Because when you do that and you step out and just let yourself be seen for the way that you want to be seen, there are rewards that come with that. It's juicy, it's gonna open your heart right up, and it's just good stuff. And that concludes our reading for this week. I've got a few housekeeping details to tell you about. I have started booking Skype readings, so if you want one of those, please reach out to me. You can fill out the contact form on my website, nikiana.com. If you book them this week, they're $45 for an hour session. That price is probably going to go up once I put the official offering up on my website. So book that now if you want to get in on that. Also, you can grab Written readings at nikiana.etsy.com. Those are super awesome. What else? I'm over on Instagram doing my daily card pulls. I think that's pretty much everything. Share this video if you liked it. And lots of love and light to you. I will talk to you next week.